Hello students, welcome to the lecture series of Fluid Mechanics. Myself, Professor Dhruv Patel. In today's lecture, we will learn about continuity equation in three-dimensional flow. Clear? So first of all, let us understand basic sketch about continuity equation. So in this sketch, as shown in figure, one cube is shown. From the cube, three direction is shown: x direction, y direction, and z direction. X direction small length will be known as dx, y direction small length will be known as dy, and z direction small length will be known as dz. Clear? Here consider fluid with the length of dx, dy and dz be in x, y and z direction respectively. Here x direction velocity will be u, y direction velocity will be v, and z direction velocity will be w. You have to remember this data u, v and w for x, y and z direction respectively for whole chapter. Clear? Here first of all let us understand mass of fluid entering from ABCD per second. Mass per second, that means mass flow rate. What do you mean by mass flow rate? So mass flow rate is equal to rho a v. How can you say this? So let us derive equation or unit of mass flow rate. So unit of rho will be kg per meter cube. Unit of acceleration area will be meter square, and unit of velocity will be meter per second. So meter cube got cancelled. So kg per second, that is known as mass flow rate. So in our equation, mass flow rate will be rho a V. Clear students? So let us take rho AV for the ABCD portion. Here ABCD is this hatched portion. Clear? So ABCD portion mass flow rate is equal to, we can write rho A and V velocity. So rho is as it is velocity in the x direction and area of this cube or area of this rectangle A, B, C and D. Clear? So rho x direction velocity, that means u, and area of this particle ABCD, that will be here dy and here dz. So that means we dy into dz. Clear? So what is mass flow rate entering from this direction m dot, that will be rho u dy into dz. Next one is mass of fluid or mass flow rate leaving from the EFGH. Here we are talking about the x direction. Remember this x direction flow. So EFGH. So EFGH per second, that means this amount of mass is entering from the ABCD. So it is as it is rho u dy dz, and there is some gain in the mass with respect to time. So that will be del by del x. That means little gain with respect to dx. That means little gain with respect to x direction into that mass into fully differentiation. Clear? Here you have to understand this formula, partial differentiation. Why we have to take partial differentiation? In previous chapter we have learned that if any parameter is depends on more than one quantity, that is known, that can be represented by partial differences. In fact, in Euler equation we have used it. So similar way in this equation, mass of fluid leaving from EFGH, that will be original mass rho u dy dz, that is entering from ABCD here, and some gain in the mass, that will be this. What do you mean by gain? That means del by del x. It is partial differentiation of original mass into fully differentiation. Clear students? So here we have two datas, that is mass entering and mass leaving. So what is net gain of mass in x direction? So gain of mass in x direction, that will be mass enter from the ABCD minus mass leaving from the EFGH. So here in this direction mass input, and here in this direction mass output. So we have to subtract mass input from the mass output. Clear? So here mass through the ABCD, that will be rho u dy dz, minus mass from the EFGH, that means minus of rho u dy dz, and minus of del by del x rho u dy dz into dx. Here these two terms, here it is plus and here it is minus, so that will be cancelled, and remaining term will be minus del by del x rho u dy dz and dx. If we arrange this term, minus del by del x rho u dx dy and dz, that will be net gain in x direction. Remember student, net gain in x direction. Similar way we can find for y direction and we can find for z direction also, but we don't have to derive same for the y and z direction because we have already derived equation for the x direction. So similar way for the y direction, minus del by del y, instead of rho u we have to write rho v because for the y direction velocity will be v. So rho v dx dy dz, and similar way in the z direction, minus del by del z rho w because in the z direction velocity is w. So rho w dx dy and dz. Clear? Here now we have all the three direction mass gain. So let us take total mass gain, that will be summation of x direction, y direction and z direction. From the summation let us take dx, dy and dz as a constant. So we have to take minus as a common. So del by del x rho u, it will be from x direction, or from y direction del by del y rho v, and from z direction del by del z rho w. That is net gain in mass in all direction. Clear students? So let us take equation number 1. Now since mass is neither created or not destroyed, so net increase of the mass per unit time of the fluid element must be equal to the rate of increase of mass with respect to element. That means this is mass, rate of increase of mass, that means mass, and del by del t, that means rate of increase. So del m by del t, that is known as rate of increase of mass. So here we have to take del m by del t. So let us take del m by del t. So here del by del t and mass. Instead of mass we can write rho v. Mass is equal to rho v, where rho is equal to density in kg per meter cube and volume in meter cube. So kg is remaining. So instead of mass we can write del by del t into rho into volume. So here in this equation rho is as it is, and instead of volume, from this sketch cube volume will be dx, dy and dz. So our net gain in mass with respect to time will be del rho by del t dx, dy and dz from the sketch. Clear students? Now next let us take this equation as equation number 2. So let us compare equation number 1 and equation number 2. So from the balancing two equations we have minus del by del x rho u plus del by del y rho v plus del by del z rho w dx, dy, dz is equal to del rho by del t dx, dy, dz. This is equation number 1 and this is our equation number 2. From the comparison dx, dy, dz got cancelled. So in the next step, if we took all the minus parameter in the right hand side, so it will become del rho by del t plus del rho u divided by dx, del rho v divided by dy plus del rho w divided by dz. That is known as continuity equation in three-dimensional flow. Clear? But in any descriptive examination they can ask continuity equation for various subcategory also. So let us take subcategory of continuity equation. So for the steady flow, suppose in the examination they have asked derive continuity equation for the steady flow three-dimensional flow. So you have to derive up to this level, and after that let us take for the steady flow any parameter derivation with respect to time will be 0. So from our equation del rho by del t divided is equal to 0. So from our equation this will be 0. So here remaining is this del rho u divided by dx, del rho v divided by dy plus del rho w divided by dz. That is known as steady flow continuity equation. Suppose they have asked if the fluid is incompressible, then derive continuity equation. So this is our main continuity equation. Remember this is our main continuity equation for the incompressible flow and for the steady flow also. For the steady flow this parameter got cancelled, and for the incompressible flow density is constant. That means rho is equal to constant. So for the constant term we will take it as a common, and in the opposite side it will become 0. So here is remaining del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del z. that is known as continuity equation for steady and incompressible flow. Suppose in the examination question is like this: derive continuity equation for steady flow which is incompressible and which is only two-dimensional flow. So there is no any extra theory. From this equation, you have to take assumption for steady flow, you have to take assumption for incompressible flow, and for the two-dimensional flow, z direction will be 0. So it will become del u by del x plus del v by del y is equal to 0. Clear, students? So in the examination, they can ask any type of a continuity equation either in a three-dimensional flow or in a two-dimensional flow also, right? So let us revise continuity equation again. First of all, we have to understand sketch. From the sketch, one cube is considered. From that cube, x direction velocity will be u, y direction velocity will be v, and z direction velocity will be w. Clear? After that, we have to take mass of fluid entering from the x direction here. Here, mass input, and in the x direction, mass output. If we subtract input mass from the output mass, we will get net gain in mass in x direction. Similar way, we have to find mass gain in y direction and mass gain in z direction. After summation, we can find total gain of mass from all direction. That will be compared from the total gain of mass with respect to time and from the sketch. If we compare equation number 1 and 2, we will get our continuity equation, that is basic three-dimensional continuity equation. After that main equation, sub cases are like that: derive continuity equation for steady flow, or derive equation for the two-dimensional flow, or they can say derive equation for the incompressible flow. Like, clear? So let us revise again. So first of all, mass of the fluid entering from the ABCD direction. So here ABCD is here, this segment A, B, C and D. So here mass flow rate, that means rho A V. So for rho, area will be dy dz and velocity of x direction will be u. So that will be rho dy dz and u. Similar way, mass of fluid living in the x direction. So for that we have to add original mass and take partial differentiation of it. What do you mean by partial differentiation? So if any parameter depends on more than one quantity, that means we have to represent that parameter from partial differentiation. So that means here original mass, and here it is del by del x, that means x direction small gain into original mass and into fully differentiation. Clear? So net gain in mass in x direction, that will be mass entered minus mass leaving. So we will get minus del by del x rho u dx dy dz. Similar way we can find in the y direction, and we can also find from the z direction. Clear, students? After that we will do summation for all that three direction. So it will become minus del by del x rho u plus del by del y rho v plus del by del z rho w into dx dy dz. This is our equation number 1. We compare this equation number 1 with the net gain in mass with respect to time. So that means del m by del t. Instead of mass, we will write del by del t and rho into volume. Clear? So here del by del t, rho into volume of cube is dx dy dz. If we compare equation number 1 and 2, we will get our original equation of three-dimensional flow. If we want to derive equation for the steady flow, then for the steady flow, any parameter derivation with respect to time, that will be 0. So for the main equation, del p by del t will be 0. So here it is equation for the steady flow. After that, if we derive this equation for the incompressible flow, so for the incompressible flow, density is constant. Clear? So we can take density as a common. So it will become del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del z. Clear? And at the last, if you want to derive this equation for only two-dimensional, that means z direction will be 0. So from the above equation, this will be 0. That is known as continuity equation for two-dimensional flow. Clear, students? So that is it from the today's point of view, and thank you for watching my lecture.